Hey everybody, I just want to shoot a quick little video here on the PPP loan and touch on the EIDL just for a moment. I had the opportunity this week to sit in on a webinar by the Southern District SBA here in the state of Florida, and I learned a lot by sitting in on that. And I have recently just got funded our PPP funds, rather. So yay for us. And I hope all of you have received your funds as well. But I know there's many of you who have not, and you're scratching your head as to what to do. What did I do right? What did I do wrong? How could I track it down? What can I do to speed it up? So let me just share with you what I know. And what I know is just based on my experience, conversations, talking to owners like yourself. And it does give me a little bit more of a unique perspective because I have been in conversations with big bankers, loan officers, as well as reading intensely every single night. So first thing I want to say about the PPP, let's stay on that topic. It's the Wild West. Okay, it's the Wild West. They've literally signed up 3,000 small bank credit union institutions in the last 3 weeks to do this loan process. My understanding with them is it's very hit and miss. If you go to a small private bank, a small community bank, or a credit union that you don't typically do your business banking with, they will typically take your information quicker, sooner than the bigger banks. They will allow you to put that application in, and half of them will manually process that application quickly. They'll get a loan processing number, and until you get DocuSign documents to sign off on, although with that said, I've had 2 owners say, hey Brian, funds just showed up after I submitted my application, several days later, nothing ever came to me for signature, nothing ever, and I'm like, well, that's bad on your bank. I don't know how that's happening. How are you getting a PPP loan and you didn't sign anything, right? You just filled out the application, sent it in, and that was enough? Whew, well, that's a community bank for you. So I don't know how that's going to go for some people, but I think that is the exception, not the norm. Typically, your application will go in. The bank will then pre-approve it. They will send it in for processing to SBA. You should get a SBA Form 147 4.1V. I think it's V3. I think is what it is. But it's a SBA 147 form, the most recent version, 4.1. When that's done, signed off, completed, stamped, you are locked in to get your funds. At that point, you probably are just waiting for the bank to process the actual funding portion. And from that point, it should just show up in your account. Now, that's what most people are experiencing. That's what I experienced. I went with a big bank. I went with Fifth Third. And with Fifth Third, they said, hey, this was really good news in hindsight. They said, hey, we're not going to process anybody that's not a Fifth Third customer. And if you don't have a mortgage, a loan, or business banking with us, we're just not taking you. We're not doing a PPP for you. So they were able to focus just on their priority customers, which was thousands. Literally, there were 4,000 in the week that I was submitted. And they did all the process for us. I filled out the application. They then went back and forth with the SBA, completed everything, got the 147 done, stamped, signed. Within 2 days of that being signed on my end, I was funded. So that's how a good big bank should work. However, when you look at Bank of America and Fifth and Wells Fargo, they're a nightmare. They're not processing well at all. Their portals are down. They're jam logged. I mean, I submitted my information with them as well, trying to see if I could get the ball rolling. And to this day, I still haven't gotten a call back acknowledging that they've even received my contact information. And that's going on 2.5 weeks. So that's kind of what a lot of people are experiencing with these big banks in some sense, unless you're dealing with your business bank and you're getting that custom, that customer service experience where they're handling you right on through the process. I wouldn't hold my breath. So that's what I do know about the PPP. Obviously, Congress has to come forward and put some more funds in there because it's ridiculous that it ran out already. As far as the EIDL goes, my understanding from sitting on the webinar is there were 3 reversions of that application. I did the first one in March 22nd. Then there was a new one around April 1st. And then there was another one around April 9th that was put out. The latest EIDL application is the one you should all do. And that's my high recommendation for you. If you didn't do that one, you should do it. Who cares if you did the earlier ones? Just ignore that. Go back in. It's called the Streamlined EIDL application. Streamlined EIDL application. It's the one that's up on their site now. Do that, It's literally like 3 or 4 pages. It's not like the 13-page one that I did. And page 2, I think you get to check the box. Do I want my $10,000 cash advance? Absolutely. Make sure you check that box, because it's a forgiven $10,000. It's waived. You don't have to pay that back. So those are my tips for you all on managing PPP and EIDL at the moment. If you have some feedback for me, please provide it to us. If you want to learn more, we have a huge resource page on our website. Go to www.megbusiness.com. Megbusiness.com is the website. I have a resource page. I have lots of tip sheets and stuff for people who are interested. Just go ahead and schedule yourself on our Acuity. Just hit I want a demo, or hit the orange button that's on the site. We will have a 45-minute, 1-hour talk with you about the specifics in your practice. And from that point, we'll become friends and we'll work out strategies for you moving forward from this pandemic. If you want to just reach us directly, just go through email, info@megbusiness.com. We're here to help you. You just got to reach out.